Okay, I tried again. I tried to set it up so that the link would go through here on Instagram, and it doesn't look like it's working. So I don't know how to go on there and find that. Bummer, bummer, bummer. Let's see. Nope, it's not telling anybody. Live chat. It says I'm live now, which I think if you click on my icon, you'll see me live. Okay, there I am live. I'm watching myself. All right, I guess that's better than nothing. So I have not done YouTubes very often at all. And so they're quite new for me. And that's okay. Look, I'm the only one watching myself. Hi, Daisy. Hello. Yay. I'm not the only one watching myself. I was watching myself on my own iPad. Did that link work or did it just say I was live? Because I don't know how to make that link work. Darn it. Super bummed. Welcome to live chat. Remember to guard your privacy and abide by community guidelines. All right, YouTube. Got it. Why is that arrow showing me down? Anyway. So Madeline asked me to swatch my Dishalies, and so I was going to swatch those. These are the ones I have, and can't tell much from the dark palette here. And so I was going to swatch those. Trying to figure out this. It says 3 watching. It doesn't say who. Say hi. So say hi if you're in here and you'd want to. If you don't, it's no worries either. You don't have to. All right. So let's just start. Let's go with, this is, I should have written them, or I should have already had these written down for you, but I did not. This is going to be Amaranth. It's a yellow. She does not give the pigment colors. I don't think she did. Daisy, does she on her website? I don't think she did, right? I don't think so. Let me see if I can see who's, nope, it doesn't show me. So this is not like Instagram where it tells you who's here and who's not. And the chat only lasts for a second and then the chat goes away. All right, so this is Amaranth. Amaranth. I'm not even sure if I'm saying that right. I think so, but I could be wrong. All right. And so a yellow E, and she has quite a few yellows, so I'm torn. She sent me 3 more yellows to look at, and they are, what yellows are there? There are some really bright ones I wanted to pick through, so I have 3. I should send them to you guys and see what you see, if you have any pick. Okay, or option, or any opinion on them. And I kind of wish she just said what they are, you know, but I don't know if that's like a, okay, here's a question. I wonder if that's like a secret to paint makers. Is it a secret not to tell what colors they really are? Because you know, they're just, you know, most likely, very often they just happen to be, you know, another color. This is Petrichor that I'm doing next. This is actually one of my favorites. Let me turn the lights on. Maybe we'll get a more even light so I don't have a shadow on my hand. So Petrichor, by another paint maker, or no, not paint maker, by a friend. Why is this not working? Is something not plugged in? Yep, let me plug this in. My kids unplugged me to plug. I went to go plug something of their own in, and then did not plug me back in. All right, so I wonder if it's like a thing not to tell you what's in their handmade paints. Or is it a full disclosure kind of thing? So Petrichor is really pretty, but apparently, okay, that's what I was going to say. Another painter said that they couldn't get the color to do what they wanted to. So here, it does just look brown. It is not just brown. It drives a really, 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 really pretty browny purple. Let me take some of that color out on the end so we can see it do its thing. All right. And then let's go with Thursday. Thursday's a really pretty pinkish, peachy color. Not a color I would normally think I would really like, but it's really pretty. And it does it's more pink, and then it granulates into like kind of a peachy yellow. Very slight though. It's not, her granulating colors are not very they're not schmink style where they're just like in your face kind of granulating. They're nice and subtle, which I like. I appreciate that a lot. All right, and so let's go with now yogurt, strawberry yogurt. I got this one on a whim because I wanted something kind of opaque that I could splatter in on like a grass field or something, or meadow. And so that's why I have this color. So I heard something rumbling. It's probably just my cats upstairs. Sometimes they like start chasing each other around. Oh, you did skip this one? Oh, next time, Daisy. Although, you know what? Technically, you could probably message her since she's getting ready for the restock. You got right before she shut her shop down, because she shuts it down, I guess, before it restocks. So those are really pretty. It is kind of a basic color though, but not like one I have. And so it kind of dries, oh, kind of oddly like yogurt, like a strawberry yogurt. She named that one properly. But it is a really, really pretty color. Okay, so London, this next color, is a color that I got, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is red. But I needed a red, so I got it, and it's very red. It's like a cherry red. I don't know what, again, I don't know the pigment because she doesn't, I didn't never asked her, so I'm wondering, I guess if I asked her, maybe she'd tell me, but I haven't asked. Again, I don't know if that's like a privacy thing if they tell you. Is it like full disclosure when someone asks, you know, ingredients of stuff, like what color is that really? Because, you know, I don't want another, say, you know, what if you order a blue and you're like, oh, I don't want another phthalo because I got 15 of those. Oh, you can? Oh, crap. Why did I forget that? Okay. I am curious what this London is. I could look right now. It's nice to see the comments on. Oh, not on Etsy, on our website. Ah, okay. That's why I was like, for some reason, I kind of thought I might have saw them somewhere. That's right. Because she linked that the other night and I was reading it because I was like, ooh, it had some more information than Etsy did. Okay. All right, good to know. All right, and so this one is Rain City, one of the blues. I would say this is probably like an indigo for me, I think. And I do need to swatch some indigos because you got me thinking about indigos the other day. Well, I got thinking, and then I got you thinking, and then I started the whole thinking train. All right, let's see. Let's get rid of some of that so we can see how it goes. Yeah, I kind of like it. Yeah, I think it's an indigo. I'm going to say it's an indigo. And then let's go with this next one is Library. This one's really pretty. And I'm not even a big purple fan out of the pan, but it's a really pretty, subtle, like nice purple in my opinion. It is pretty. And it kind of separates into like a what's that? Like a ultramarine cobalty something. Hi, Sherry. Hello. It doesn't tell me who's here, so I'm sorry I didn't say hi when I see you. The only way I see your names is if you comment like right now. So that's the only way I saw you come in or here. YouTube works a little differently. It is a great blue, and again, it reminds you of an indigo, and I should be using it a lot more. So yeah, this purple has like a super blue undertone. Stay there, blue. It's really pretty, actually. Probably went a little too heavy on it. Ooh, can you guys see it? Focus. See, that red is insane, right? So I got all these nice, subtle, really pretty colors. And then I got that red and I was like, oh, what did I do? But I knew I needed that red. So I talked to her about this whole palette and we went back and forth for a while. And we did like this little custom palette for these colors. And so that's kind of why. This one is coral. So I was between coral and I was debating if I should get, what is it, grandfather clock or something? But I decided coral's probably enough and I probably don't need the other one as well. I thought it was pretty similar. I did not look at the pigment colors and now I could. So I really like this coral though. It's less abrasive than like a typical magenta that I have a lot of. Oh, that blue is secret pig. Oh, is it really? She put pigment mix. Oh, bummer. I wonder if it really is just an indigo. How funny. Although, let's see, is it doing anything yet? Can't tell if it's doing much yet. Why is my phone taking so long to focus? Does it just want my fingers? Here, let's see if we can trick it. No. And autofocus isn't on either. Let's see if I can get it to autofocus. Nope, I can't. I don't know why it's doing that. Pretty though, right? Except for that red, and then you keep seeing that red, and you're like, oh, so let's just cover the red. But again, I don't look at colors just for like, oh, that's a really pretty color. I'm going to totally use that color. But I try to think of, okay, I'm going to totally use that color to mix. This is Turtle. Turtle is a good one. It kind of reminds me of just like a muted trans green gold maybe or something. Is that what that one is, I think? Or like maybe a sap green gold or an olivey, but I have olive oil coming up and it's not like that. So definitely different than that one. All right, there we go. Kind of a muted. Kind of swampy, actually. Kind of a swampy color, and I like swampy colors, so it really works for me. I need to be using these more often. Ooh, do you see? Okay, so the petrichor did work. I don't know what my friend is talking about, why he can't see it. Do you see what it does? It's so pretty. It's very subtle in the swatch I did, and look, coral's starting to do it too. Coral's starting to like separate out. All right, now on to olive oil. Olive oil is one of my must-have colors from her. It probably is like other greens, but it's also my most used next to January Forest, which is coming up as well. I do like to mix this one with Turtle. I do like to mix it with January Forest, and I do like to mix it with Rain City and Amaranth, obviously. But yeah, I love that green. It's just one of those like go-to. For me, a go-to green, kind of like a between I find it's kind of between olive green and an Aquarius green from Roman Small, I think, for me. That's what it reminds me of. Okay, and now we're on to Cinema. This is one of the very, very, very first colors I've got from her that I had to have. It's just and it was weird that I ordered a purple from her because again, I wasn't even into the purples that much, but that's probably why I ordered her purples though, because I'm not, and so her purples just called to me. Just a really pretty purple. A really, really pretty. Kind of a just a more muted. Something I would actually use out of the pan. Like I would. And I'm kind of anti out of the pan, but I still would use it. Chat publicly. Okay, so I can chat publicly as myself on my own. Okay, I'm still trying to learn YouTube. Trying to figure out what the heck. Okay, I don't want to do that. Okay. And then the last one I have is January Forest. And that's one of my favorites. So she has changed this formula and she was debating on only going to the second formula, the newer one. And I was like, oh my gosh, please don't switch this ever. And so was another person, please don't ever switch this color because it's just so good. And hopefully I think she said she'll probably keep this one, I think was what she ended up on. But that was months ago. So maybe she's changed her mind again. I don't know. But January Forest is one of my favorites. It mixes really well. It's just pretty. It's kind of muted. It doesn't have like a brightness to it that, like a brashy brightness, if that makes sense. Like a very overwhelming. It's just a very moody forest. Almost spooky, but not spooky enough where it's like it would be not good to use. I don't know. It's such a beautiful color, and I can't think of anything else I have like it. Maybe it leans towards like a Payne's gray-ish. I don't know. I'm trying to think of something I have that would be similar. What would be similar to that? I was trying to think of something I could swatch really quick to see if we can get it even closer to, or close-ish to what I have. No, not Lunar. No, not at all. Maybe, let's see, next to Forest Blue by Schmink. Maybe close to a Forest Blue? Yeah, it's getting closer to a Forest Blue for sure. Okay, let's do that side by side. Forest Blue and January Forest. And we'll see. I'm curious. And that's Orchid, never mind. Okay, let's grab a piece of paper and let's try it on this awful paper that I have. this awful paper. Okay, January Forest. This is that Jackson paper that I don't like at all. All right, there it is, swatched on the hard to paint on paper. All right, that is January Forest. Now let's try let me make sure I get the right one. 4 over, 1, 2, 3, 4. This should be Blue Forest, 1, 2, 3, 4. That does not look like Blue Forest. Let's check. Let's check to make sure you are at Blue Forest. Yep, that's Forest Olive. Okay. Blue Forest is this one. All right. Okay, so far it's lighter. Let's see. Okay, maybe more green in this one? Yeah, maybe more green. Yeah. Not taco paper. This was taco paper, Daisy. This is taco paper. And this is like, I'm gonna I'm gonna make a house out of paper. This is like concrete paper. They are actually really similar though. Look at that. Super similar. Yeah. So her January Forest is much like Blue Forest of Schmink. Huh. Interesting how artists do that, huh? Or artist paint makers. Very, very similar. This one's just a little bit darker and bluer. And this one's maybe more green. Maybe cobalt. I don't know. I feel like this was like, this is the difference between her two January Forest. One was like this and one was more like this. So I feel like maybe she was trying to go closer to that one. I don't know. I don't know how paint makers, if they set in mind like, ooh, I like that color, and you replicate it just like we do with art. I mean, we see something we like and we try to replicate it. Why not, right? Why not try to replicate a color you like? I don't know if that's a thing or that's a faux pas. I don't think so, right? I mean, you got to find color somewhere. If you love it, why not make it? I mean, that's how I would do it, I think. I don't know. I don't know enough. Maybe I'm digging myself in a hole. I could be. Maybe I should stop talking. All right. Since I just wanted to try this really quick on YouTube, and I'm not usually, on YouTube for this kind of stuff, thought I would just do that really quick and test out YouTube. This is only the second time I've tried, and I feel like YouTube might be a little bit trickier for me. I don't know. Anyway. All right. Well, thanks for joining, Daisy. Sherry, if you're still here. I can't tell who's here again, so thank you. And that's it. I just thought I'd show you guys those. I'm going to go ahead and hop off here and hop on Instagram into another live. And then I have another live after that. So lots of lives. You'll catch me somewhere. All right. See you guys soon. Thanks for joining. Bye. Thanks, Sherry. Bye.